what I want to know first is where are the pain points to understand the maturity of the organization. Many times people don't know how to do things right. So it's up to me to ensure to give them the facts. This is how you should do it and why you should do it.
Hi, everyone. Again, this is Johan Söderström. I'm taking us a little bit further down. This is the second talk we're having with Christina around compliance. And in case you missed it, make sure that you check out the first one. We did discuss the why. Why is compliance important and so on. And I kind of wanted to go a little bit deeper in the how, in the actual toolbox and what's needed and so on. But before we do that, and, I know, Christina, you've been the driver between some really massive projects and initiatives to look into contingent workforce and SOWs and the rest. But instead of me talking, who's in the studio?
Oh, nice to be back. So I have an extensive background within sourcing and have the latest years been focusing on the compliance part of it. So basically helping organizations to ensure they engage their external workforce in the correct way to reduce the risks by doing it incorrectly. So I've been working on a large program spanning across the entire world, basically impacting all continents, addressing tens of thousands of contingent and external workforce to ensure they are correctly engaged.
Yeah. So in both, how should we, buckets of data, so both SOW and time and material and everywhere
Exactly.
else, I guess, as well, right?
Yeah, and basically identifying those that did not fit into either of the boxes to ensure that they are categorized correctly as well.
Those are the ones we need to kind of pick out, right? So if I get it right. But on that note, I mean, when you walk into a project like this, and I know you've been around, how do you do it? How do you go about? How do you start? Where do you look?
So basically what I want to know first is where are the pain points to understand the maturity of the organization. Many times people don't know how to do things right. So it's up to me to ensure to give them the facts. This is how you should do it and why you should do it. So what I've done is to create and educate on the classifications you need to consider. So basically a checklist. What is a contingent workforce and what is a statement of work and what happens if I do this incorrectly? And also to dig into the different systems within the organization, because sometimes you can find them because of the access they're having in the company. And sometimes you need to use the HR data to ensure that you actually address everything. And map them against different roles. And then it's about approaching the different functions and leaders across the organization and explain to them that they need to do this right. And if they don't, this will happen, basically. So I also have taken support from the legal functions to help with the correct facts to ensure we do the necessary actions.
Yes. And I assume that all those leaders are, when you come from compliance with legal, that they are very happy to meet you there, Christina, I would assume, right? So
yeah. Usually I can meet them and they say, no, we don't have any inconsistencies. We do everything right. And then I can approach also in larger organizations, they usually have support from assistants across the organization. So I've been addressing different functions and getting that full picture, basically, and keep addressing them. And in the end, it usually turns out they admit, apparently we did have some inconsistencies here as well. Yeah.
So it's about, but how, just if I may just dig a little bit deeper here. So what are we talking about here? Extracting Excel sheets, checking, seems like a lot of data, right? Yeah.
It's extensive data, basically taking extractions from the HR system, going line by line, function by function, addressing all the people. And it's of course always a sensitive thing because we're talking about people here, but we need to look at the facts and then educating the spokes within the different countries and functions and giving them the tools and the definitions they need to be supported by doing things right. And in combination, having the support from top management, because it could in the end mean that the headcount numbers goes up for the external workforce, and then you need to have that support within the organization.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure once again. I think we could probably talk about the how for days, Christina. I'm sure that we could do that. But I think that's for another time or maybe for another client. So if you are interested on how to do this, reach out to us, naturally. We will have to have another call if that's okay with you a little bit later, because I'm a little bit curious about the outcome, what's benefits and so on. So, but let's do that later on. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.